Hello everyone. In this video clip, Emily and I discuss sort of the pressure to find a stable job right out of college and if college is worth it today. There's a lot of skepticism surrounding the value of a college education, and I wanted to pick her brain on that, being one of the younger people that I've interviewed for the website. I'm interested in what you think about sort of like the skepticism surrounding college and the value of a college education, because
Sure.
I think for a lot of people, it's really hard when you have like a clear idea of what you want to do. And say you have that, I mean, you gain that sort of later on in college, but say you have that going into your freshman year. Did you ever sort of hit that point where you're like, I don't know, like, and I mean, you ended a little bit early because you were, you know,
Sure.
kind of getting into work, but did you ever struggle with that feeling of, is this worth it to do it?
I personally really didn't, but I'm definitely a nerd, and I was very into the academic stuff. So, and I was also just raised that my parents always told me, like, you don't care what you are, like, you can be a hairstylist, you can be a truck driver, you can be whatever you want in the world, but you have to do it with a 4-year degree. So I just kind of always grew up with that, like, knowing that that was going to be what I was going to do was get a 4-year degree in something. But even like with photography, I mean, you don't need a degree to be a photographer, you know, like there's so many things you would need a degree, but I wouldn't give that up. Like, to me, it was very valuable and worth the great expenses. So that was just my case scenario, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's a good experience. And I think that, in a lot of ways, like there's so much sort of cynicism surrounding it, but it's good to hear that if nothing else, you just sort of like foster that love of learning.
And you learn how to learn, and like even if like all of these, you know, art history facts don't stick with me, like you know, I can still use so much of that knowledge and like, you know, learning how to write properly and learning how, you know, just all of those skills are so important whether you use them on a daily basis or not. So. And
you sort of alluded to it just now, but I feel like there's also a lot of pressure to sort of get like a really stable job right after graduation. So something at like a big company or something where you're putting in those hours, making good money right off the bat. And starting, you know, a business on your own, did you ever sort of deal with that pressure? How did you deal with that sort of looming idea of I need to, you know, get something stable going?
Yes, I was very, because I'm such a planner and so organized, it was very like terrifying to me to go into something that I don't have a salary and like don't know, like, you know, am I going to be able to support myself? Am I not going to be able to support myself? So I lived with my parents for the first year just to kind of make sure, you know, I could eat and stuff. So there definitely was that like fear of a lot of times of like, should I be doing something that is more stable? But I guess, the whole leap of faith thing and like trusting in yourself and kind of giving it a timeline of like, okay, like, you know, if I'm not successful in the first X amount of time, then I still have this backup plan, or I can always go to plan B. So. And
you said you had that backup plan of maybe pursuing medicine, and that's something that I think, I mean, I personally struggle with a lot. It's that feeling of like stability, and it's really scary thinking like that in a year, you know, when you graduate, you're sort of thrown out there.
It is scary.
It's a very sort of like, amorphous time, because like nothing is sure, and you see some people who are going out and getting, you know, big jobs right off the bat. Some people are in the same situation.
Social media doesn't help with that either.
Yes,
it's just so easy to like be like, oh, everyone's doing these great things, but you also don't see the other side, you know. So of how many things they got turned down for, all of that. So
definitely. Thank you so much for watching. I will have my full conversation linked below with Emily Voss. It's just about 19 minutes long, so please take a look at that. And as always, there will be links below to the Conversationalist website, Facebook, and Twitter page, as well as links to SoundCloud and iTunes where I have the Conversationalist podcast. So thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.